Hello and welcome to Chanakyaa English. Today we are going to look into the GST reform of 2025, a Deepavali gift for India's blue economy by empowering farmers, fisheries, and families. The Goods and Services Tax (GST), envisioned by the Honorable Prime Minister as a good and simple tax, continues to evolve as a tool for inclusive economic growth. The 56th meeting of the GST Council, held on 3rd September 2025, approved wide-ranging tax reforms that provide relief to three critical sectors of the Indian economy: fisheries and aquaculture, nutraceuticals, and dairy. Together, these reforms are expected to strengthen India's food systems, improve rural livelihoods, boost exports, and enhance affordability for consumers, strengthening blue economy through fisheries and aquaculture. India's fisheries and aquaculture sector is one of the world's fastest growing, supporting over 3 crore livelihoods and contributing significantly to the nation's blue economy. With an annual fish production of 195 lakh tons in 2024-2025, India ranks as the world's second largest producer of fish and one of the leading exporters of shrimp. In 2023 to 24 alone, seafood exports earned the country nearly 60,000 crore rupees in foreign exchange. The GST Council's reforms mark a turning point for the sector. Tax reductions have been made in the following areas: fish oil extracts, preserved fish, shrimp, and mollusks. GST has been reduced from 12% to 5%. Fishing gear, rods, nets, tackle, and hatchery equipment have been reduced from 12 to 18% to 5%. Pond preparation chemicals like ammonia and micronutrients have been cut to 5%. Job work services in seafood processing reduced from 12% to 5%. Composting machines for sustainable aquaculture now attract only 5% GST. So the expected impact is that these changes will significantly lower costs for fishers and farmers, making seafood more competitive in both domestic and export markets. For consumers, the reduced tax means more affordable access to hygienically processed seafood. For producers, it means higher margins, better global competitiveness, and more sustainable practices. Nutraceuticals fueling health, growth, and self-reliance. The nutraceuticals industry, which produces dietary supplements, fortified foods, and functional beverages, has emerged as a key driver of both nutritional and wellness in India. At the Bharat Nutraverse Expo 2025, Union Minister for Commerce Shri Piyush Goyal welcomed the latest GST reforms as a Deepavali gift for the industry and consumers alike. So the GST benefits around it: a flat 5% in GST across several nutraceutical categories will translate into lower product prices, spurring consumer demand. This in turn will encourage industry growth, improve access to nutrition, and support India's goal of a fit and healthy nation. Sri Goyal urged industry leaders to make two commitments, the twin commitments: pass savings to consumers so that lower taxes directly reduce prices, and the second, promote Indian products, recognizing the value of foods produced from Indian soil, which create jobs, foster local communities, and symbolize national pride. So, what is the strategic importance? The minister stressed that ownership, domestic or foreign, matters less than the fact that products are manufactured in India. Every product made in India, he noted, represents the aspirations of 1.4 billion people and contributes to the nation's journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Nutraceuticals build on India's traditional strengths in turmeric, ginger, probiotics, and herbal extracts are well positioned to shape domestic health and global wellness markets. The dairy sector, empowering rural families and strengthening food security. India's dairy industry is a cornerstone of its agricultural economy, contributing 5.5% to the national GDP and directly supporting over 8 crore rural families, most of whom are small, marginal, or landless farmers. With a record 239 million tons of milk produced in 2023 to 24, India accounts for nearly 24% of global milk production. The GST reform delivers a strong boost to the sector. It has a revised GST rates, which are effective 22nd September 2025, no GST for ultra-high temperature processed milk, paneer, and chena. And the GST has been reduced to 5% from 12 to 18% for butter, ghee, dairy spreads, cheese, condensed milk, milk-based beverages, ice cream, and milk cans. So what is the expected impact? These changes will directly reduce operational costs for farmers and cooperatives, lower prices for consumers, and improve competitiveness in both domestic and export markets. The reforms are also expected to curb adulteration, as lower taxes will reduce incentives to bypass formal supply chains. A holistic reform for inclusive growth. Together, the reforms for fisheries, nutraceuticals, and dairy reflect a large vision of inclusive growth. For farmers and fishers, lower operational costs, higher incomes, and better livelihoods. For consumers, lower prices, safer products, and improved access to nutrition. For exports, stronger global competitiveness in seafood, dairy, and nutraceuticals. For the nation, progress toward food security, self-reliance, and Viksit Bharat 2047. By aligning taxation with development priorities, the GST Council has ensured that the tax system not only raises revenue, but also empowers India's economic backbone, its farmers, fishers, entrepreneurs, and consumers. The mic goes silent now, but the ideas echo on. Join us again soon.